What's popping? You are, it's your girl, Amani Sharifa. What's up? What's popping? What's good? You. Shout out to all my Bobby shots. That is so nice. Back into your go channel. What's up, babies? What's good, you are? So, on to these girl talk episode, mamas. We are going to be having part 2, baby. Talking all about how to properly heal yourself after like a very traumatic, painful, hurtful relationship, breakup, situation, whatever. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be having part 2 today, talking all about that, how to properly heal yourself, babies, when you get out of that really toxic, painful relationship or breakup, you know. So I'm gonna be giving my girls, my babies, some well-written advice that can really help you out, mama. So let's go ahead, we're gonna hop right on into it. Let's get it. Y'all, thank you again for tuning back into your go channel. What's up? What's motherfucking good? Yeah. What's poppin', babies? What's goody? What's goody? Yeah. So, mamas, like I said, babies, you already know. On to these episodes, we are going to be having part 2, mamas. Oh yeah, we're gonna be having part 2. We're talking all about how to properly heal yourself, mamas, after like that really painful, toxic breakup or toxic relationship, toxic situationship. How do you properly heal yourself after getting out of something that was like very toxic, traumatic, painful, hurtful, heartbreaking, whatever the fuck you want to call that, you know? But how do you properly heal yourself once you get out of a situation like that, babies, you know? So like I said, my loves, we are having part 2 about this today. If you already ain't tuned on to part 1, you've already heard that good stuff and everything that we were talking about. But let me just, you know, let me stop the shit right now. If you did not, let me repeat that again. If you did not tune on to part 1, babies, I'm gonna need for you. You know, like, I'm gonna need for you to stop the motherfucking episode, click the description box below, my loves, and listen to part 1. You need to listen to part 1, babies, because that episode, you ain't shit, we really go onto the foundation of different things that you need to do, mamas. You gotta do the foundation things before you can even listen to this shit. Like, you need to listen to what we're talking about, babies. And part 1, because we are really diving into like a lot of different things that is very empowerative. When you talk about that bush, you trying to move on from that toxic nigga, you know? So it's very important. Listen to that one first. Once you're done listening to part 1, then you listen to this episode, because this is kind of like the aftermath, the extension of what we were talking about in part 1. But you gotta hear that one first, baby. That's the foundation to what it was. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, you know, like, you know, like, when you talk about like that, you try to like make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, right? So let's say, you know, like you take out the peanut butter, you take out the jelly, you take out your little knife, you know, your little plate that you put it on, or like a paper towel, whatever the hell you're doing, right? But you take all that shit out and you like about to make the sandwich. but my nigga, you ain't got no blood. I'm confused. How the hell are you making a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and bet you ain't got no motherfucking blood, my nigga? Like, dude, that shit, like, make it make sense. Like, come on, we're only doing things that make sense. That makes no sense. So, when you making that motherfucking peanut butter and jelly sandwich and you talk about you ready to go and make that shit, but you need your blood as well. You know? So, I say all that to say, it's the same thing when it comes to you listening to part 1. Part 1 is the boy. You need to listen to part 1, you know, before you even listen to this one. So, you know, like, alright, you know, I'm done talking about that, you know, like, I just had to get that out there. Mama, you could be thinking like, Bush, I did not click on this episode, like, to how you talk about peanut butter and jelly. So, like, what the fuck you on, my girl? Like, chill, relax, you know, like, good more spicy, relax, baby, we getting into it. No. Yeah, so alright, babies, we you know, like, we go build this shit back on. So, like I said, part 2, babies. So, you know, we had that really good talk, mamas. We had a really good talk about everything in part 1. So, what I really want to talk about today, like I said, today is like the extension, the aftermath of things that you really need to keep in mind. When you talk about babies, you are really trying to heal from this painful heartbreak, breakup, painful relationship, painful situation, whatever. There are some key things that you really need to keep in mind. In addition to the foundation things that you already know, we don't know already discussed, you know? And I'm gonna tell you, throughout this episode today, you're gonna have me constantly, babies, waffling about part 1 and talking about that shit. Not to sound like a motherfucking broken record or to keep repeating myself, but again, that shit is the foundation. So I'm not gonna get too deep onto like part 1 or anything, but you're gonna continuously hear me reference that because that's the foundation. This is the extension. You know what I'm saying? So you already know, babies. We talked about how you're feeling. We talked about where you're at. You know what I'm saying? Of everything when it came to like forward movement in your life. Being serious about that. Part 2 today is also for my baby girls that's very serious about moving on from that toxic guys, relationship, breakup, all of that. You know what I'm saying? This is really for my bitches out here that's really serious about properly healing by the grace of the Lord God, the universe, the Lord, the Holy Spirit, the divine, the Messiah, whatever deem, baby, that you want to call God, find me, my love, because God got both names. She ain't shame. But, you know, by the grace of the Lord God, you are very serious about properly healing. So, same rules apply for today's episode. So, you know, mamas, one of the main things that you really have to know during this whole situation of your healing journey. You know, like, you ready for this? Cause y'all, you know, like, you may even give me like a little pushback when you heard this, but this just what it is. While you are on this proper healing journey, you know what I'm saying? You don't need to be messing with no other nigga. Oh yeah, big wax. That's what the hell I said, y'all. That's what the hell I said. You don't need to be messing with no other nigga, baby. You don't need to be talking to no other nigga. You don't need to be dealing with no other nigga. You don't need to be dating no other nigga. You don't need to be in a relationship with another nigga. And Bush, you damn sure don't need to be fucking another nigga, Bush. You don't need to be doing none of that shit. None of it. Now, girl, baby girls, you could be thinking in your head like, girl, what the fuck you talking about? Like, girl, I'm trying to hell. I'm trying to hell, so I need something new. You know what I'm saying? Like, what a nigga's at? I need something new. You know what I'm saying? Like, that could be your type of energy, baby. Your energy could be like, shit, where them niggas at? You know what I'm saying? Like, because you're in your mind, you're thinking, like, I'm trying to move on. So if I'm trying to move on, I need to deal with another nigga to take my mind off of my old nigga that did me my dirty. So this is just going to help me. No, the fuck is not going to help you. It's not going to help you at all. And I'm going to tell you why, big dog. What the fuck did we talk about in part 1? Shane. Like, come on now, baby girls. Like, mama, you already know, my girl. We rapped about this shit in part 1. We chopped that shit up on part 1. You know what I'm saying? We really put that shit out on the books on part 1. We talked about, like, how deeply you are hurt. And all those kind of crazy emotions that you're currently feeling, babies. As you got every right. When you talk about that, you know, mama, you really got out of like a really crazy ass relationship that was toxic and painful, breakup or heartbreak or whatever. So it's like jumping onto another relationship or dealing with another nigga, and you still hurt from your past nigga, but that's not going to help you. I'm sorry. That's the truth, sweethearts. It's not going to help you at all, baby. I'ma keep it a being with you, mama. So you already know I cook this shit well for my bushes. I cook this shit well for my sweethearts. Because I want y'all to know what the fuck is good during this proper Holly journey. You talking to another dude, dealing with him, fucking him, in a relationship with him, whatever the hell you want to do, it's not going to help you move forward in your life properly. Well, being on the properly. You already know why I emphasized this if you tuned into part 1. You want to get to the point, baby girls, and really listen to me here, mamas. I want you to feel what I'm saying right now, right? You want to get to the point where, by the grace of the Lord God, you are strong, God. You want to get to the point, by the grace of the Lord God, you fully held and you've let it go and you've moved on with your life and you're not ever looking back on that situation from like a negative aspect because you're through with that. You know what I'm saying? You want to get to the point, mamas, where not only have you closed that chapter in your life on the sense of like, you know, you're not putting up with it no more with that dude, but you also want to close the chapter on just having that emotional tie to him. If you ever want to get to that point, babies, where that, you know, you really, by the grace of the Lord, go and move forward, how the hell can you really think that can happen when you are starting a new quote-unquote cycle with this new dude and you haven't really held yet from your old dude, girl? Think about what I just said. So let me rewind the back in case you ain't hear me. You know what I'm saying? Like, in case you must what the hell I just said, okay, no problem. Let me go ahead and rewind the back for you, alright? I'll do the work for you. You don't even gotta, like, hey, Shayla, you ain't gotta motherfucking rewind it on your phone, sus. Like, nah, I got you, my girl. I'm going to repeat it for you. If you know that you really want to get to that point, mamas, when you finally let the shit go, what this old do. You know, you let it go. You let all that pain go. You let all that hurt go. You let all that trauma go. You know what I'm saying, babies? You completely emotionally let it go when it came to like how you were tied to him. You know, like if you ever want to get to that point where you're stronger again, you can't get to that point by opening up a new door with another nigga. And but you ain't even got over your old dude first. Just because, babies, you and your ex are no longer together anymore, that don't mean that you're healed right away. Sure, like you already know, like we already talked about that in part 1. You know, like just because you have undershot workout, that don't mean that you're healed yet. When a woman, my loves, and I have to just be honest with us against the words, when a woman gets out of situations like that, it takes a lot, mamas. You know, it takes a lot. That's why I said the foundation is so imperative, mamas. It's crucial. And you already know why it's so crucial, because you've already tuned in. But it's crucial because it sets the stage for you getting on that right path. Talking to another nigga, dealing with another nigga and all that shit, babies. I'm gonna keep it a beer with you shorties, and I ain't even shorting you on this. That's not going to help you, baby. What it is going to do though, it's going to suppress your hurt deep down inside. It's going to suppress it. And what I mean by that is, essentially, you are putting a band-aid over the wound, but you are not nursing the wound by the grace of the Lord God. You are not allowing that wound to heal, to get the proper ear that it needs by the grace of the Lord God. You're not giving that wound the proper treatment that it needs, mamas, by the grace of the Lord God. Now, all of that is metaphoric for, babies. You are not pouring into you. You're not pouring into you. That girl in the mirror that you wake up to every day, sweets, you're not pouring into her. You sitting up here dealing with another nigga, talking to another nigga, fucking another nigga, in a relationship with another nigga, but you ain't helping you. And I'm keeping it a being with you, mamas. You already know I love you. You already know I got your back by the grace of the Lord God. You already know that. You already know I ain't telling you shit. That ain't no some 100 shit. Ain't saying that ain't no cliche shit. Nah, bitch, that's on some 100G shit. You already know I'm going to tell your ass the motherfucking truth. You tuned into part 1, or if you just a supporter of my channel, you already know, baby. Amani Sharif, I'm going to tell you what's good. You know? But I'm being that ass for wow. You're not pouring onto you. You're not pouring onto you by the grace of the Lord God. You just got out of something crazy, something fucked up, something traumatic, something toxic, something that you're hurt from. And you distracting yourself with somebody else. You're suppressing how you really feel to get a fix from another nigga, when in all actuality, that's not treating how you really feel inside about what that man did to you, babies. You already know only your Lord God and yourself can properly heal you after you get out of a toxic, painful relationship, breakup situation, whatever the hell you are in, mamas. Only a Lord God, the universe, and yourself can heal you from that. Another man can't heal you, baby. I'm sorry, I don't give a fuck who like what the hell I'm saying or not. A bitch really don't care. Another nigga can't heal you. Because I'm telling you, when you enter a new relationship or situationship with a new dude, babies, and you are still hurt from that past dude, a Lord God, the universe never permits it to work. He never permits it to work. And that's on God, my nigga. It either ends soon or later. He may permit it to go on for however long that he permits it. Sometimes he may permit it to go on for like a little bit of time. Sometimes he may permit it to go on for like a long period of time. But either way, when you are still hurt, from what you've been through from the past, dude, because you never really held through a lot of the universe in yourself, Allah God always ends up providing an ending between you and that dude, babies. And it's because there are things that will end up coming up in that relationship that will trigger and that will pretty much solidify that you have not held properly. Hey, Shane, you have not held properly, babies. And let me tell you, when you get out of a very, very toxic, painful relationship and breakup, you have to know that you are carrying a certain toxic ass energy within your damn self. Like, baby girls, you could be thinking like, girl, I ain't carrying no toxic energy. That nigga was toxic. I'm not toxic. How I'm toxic? He done me mad dirty. You know what I'm saying? Like, how I'm toxic. He did me mad dirty. He did this to me. He did that to me. So how the fuck you talk about I'm toxic? Hell no. He toxic. At the end of the day, let's make this well clear. He toxic. I'm not toxic, sus. That's what you could be thinking. But bitch, let me motherfucker tell you. You toxic as well. And I'm not saying that to hurt your fellas. But walk with me on what I'm saying, mamas. Walk with your girl. You are in a relationship with a toxic ass man. Whatever he does to you, and that situation, relationship, whatever, babies, energy transfers. Energy is very real. And you already know what I'm about to say. If you are a continued supporter on my channel, mamas, you know we talk a lot about energy being real. We talk a lot about how energy works on my channel. Because I always want my babies to know that this is a real thing. Energy is very real. So when you are with that toxic ass nigga, but you better know that energy transfer to you in some kind of way. Whether if it was a specific area of your life or multiple areas in your life. But you better know that there is toxic energy, mamas, that you now carry because you are connected to a nigga that was toxic as hell, baby. Yup. 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 That's what the hell I said. And I'm just speaking bugs. No copy my baba doing. You have toxic energy as well, mamas. Because you were with a toxic ass man for however long. So the thing is, mamas, when you still possess that toxic energy within you, after you have broken up, what that toxic dude or whatever like that, by the grace of a lower God, mamas, you have to transmute that energy. You have to transmute that energy from negative toxic energy to positive energy in your life, babies. When you carrying all that hurt, that pain, that heartbreak, that trauma. Because let's be motherfucking real. A lot of bitches out here, once you get out of those crazy toxic ass relationships, girl, you got trauma like a motherfucker. Hey, Shay, they just keeping it in the being with you. You already know, mamas. When you got all them fuck ass, toxic ass relationships that want to bring you fucking down, girl, you already know, baby girls. You got trauma like a motherfucker from dealing with that person. You got to transmute that energy, mamas. That's on some 100 shit. You gotta transmute that by the grace of a lower God. You can't jump onto like another connection, another relationship, start dealing with another dude right away because you're still hurt from what the fuck you want to. And because what you want to hurt you so bad, you are carrying a lot of toxic energy within you. Why? Because that dude was toxic. energy transfers, my nigga. Period. I'm going to link the episode I did talking about how real energy is. I talked all about that. I went into full detail, babies, on how energy really works. I'm talking like a motherfucking high vibrational level of understanding of how energy really do work. I did a whole episode talking about that. I'm going to link that episode in the description box below, mamas. Tune into that one. Because you gotta know, baby girls in this motherfucking world that you love or not, you gotta know how energy work. Because it affects you. And when you talking about that, you need to transmute energy. You know, from what you dealt with that dude. You got to know how it works by the grace of a lower gods. So you gotta know, mamas, that, you know, like, that shit that you went through, babies, that shit is still, it's still in you, you know? So when you store something, when you try to build another foundation or just trying to interact with another dude right away, and that shit is still within you, or let's say it's been a long time since you and that toxic ass ex woke up, but you never healed properly. Because you never healed, my nigga, a garlic, you're suppressing how you really feel. It don't bother if you been suppressing it for years, months, however long. If you don't properly heal, you're suppressing God. And that energy never goes anywhere. Because you never properly work with the Lord of the universe and your higher self to heal it, to transmute that into something positive in your life. So getting into like a new commitment, trying to build a relationship, trying to talk to someone, trying to fuck another nigga, but that's going to hurt you more than help you. That's going to distract you. That's going to delay you. That's not going to really benefit you. It's not. And you could think, oh, you are, well, I mean, I did it before in my past, or I know this person not that does, or that. But stop comparing yourself. What did we talk about in part 1? Stop worrying about what other motherfuckers doing. You need to be worried about what the Lord of the universe is guiding you to do in your life. Stop worrying about what other girls doing. That's not your business. Your business, babies, is what the Lord God is guiding you to currently do for you, mamas. Just because shit happened like that for another person in their life, that don't mean nothing. What did I say? What did I say? I said that a Lord of the universe can permit that relationship to go on, whether if it's for a little bit of time or a long period of time. You know what I'm saying? It really just depends on what the Lord of the universe has pre-written in those people's lives. So if a girl get out of like a connection, but a toxic ass dude that she still really hurt from and she never held properly, and then she hop right into a new relationship. Let's say she had a baby with the new nigga. Let's just say she got married to the new nigga. A little girl may even promote that shit to last about like 10 years, then he break it up. Oh yeah, cause shit like that happen. That's just an example. Or let's see she get out of that toxic ass relationship or situationship, whatever, right? And she still hurt. She never held by the grace of the Lord God. But she happened to like something new. She started dealing with another nigga. By the way, he may permit it to last about like a year. Break the shit up in the relationship, under the talking stage. He may permit it to last 2 months, 6 months, 20 years, 8 years, 5 years, 3 months, 10 months. She ain't like, though, you know, like, do I need to keep going on? She ain't like, do I need to keep putting it out there as an example? Because I think you make the connection, babies. A little girl could put mother to teach you another lesson. So he may put mother to last however long he has it predestined for it to last. But if you never properly held mamas from that toxic ass relationship and you hopped into whatever talking, dating, relationship, connection, whatever, babies, In divine timing, Allah God will permit something to occur for you all to go your separate ways. Because things will manifest in that connection that is not going to permit you to keep going forward. You know? And a lot of the underlying reasons will have something to do with you are not properly held. In some kind of way that is affecting. Now, I'm not saying that you will do something to the dude. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is that when you don't properly heal from a toxic, painful relationship, mamas, you attract more toxicity in your life because that's still the energy that you carry. Oh yeah, that's still the energy that you carry. You all what you attract. So you're not going to attract another nigga that's higher vibrational onto your life. I've said this before on my channel. You're not going to attract another nigga that's higher vibrational into your life. You're going to attract the same vibrational energy that you are currently on or lower. Because you are what you attract. So if you have a lot of toxic energy still within you, mamas, that you never probably held by the grace of a lower God, then you're going to attract a man that also have toxic energy within him. You're going to attract a man that still have trauma wounds that's within him. You're going to attract a man that has some sort of just, inconsistency with his life, period. You know what I'm saying? You may attract the same spirit, but in a different human body of what your ex represented. But it could be masked at first when you first meet the nigga. You ain't saying? That's why I'm saying, baby girls, that is so important. It is highly, highly, highly important that you don't, after you get out of these toxic breakups, painful heartbreaks, painful relationships, you don't hop into another relationship right away. You don't talk to another nigga right away. You don't date another nigga right away. You don't fuck another nigga right away. Again, when you talk about mamas, that you are looking to properly heal by the grace of Allah because you're tired of this in your life. You're tired of toxicity, period, with niggas. You're sick of it. You don't never want to deal with shit like this ever again. You know what I'm saying? Because again, when I talk to you in part 1 and to these episodes, I made it clear that this is really for my girls. You are tired of dealing with toxicity for months. You're tired of it. No matter what stage you are in your life, you're sick of it. You're fed up and you want better for your damn self. So the reason I'm saying all of this, babies, is because you have to actually do better. And in doing better, it does not mean jumping into another relationship or connection or talking or dating or fucking another nigga and you're not even held from what you've been through with your old dude. You know what I'm saying, mamas? It's not going to help you. Even if you have like that little honeymoon phase. By the way, when y'all start talking or dealing with each other or in a relationship or whatever like that, who cares? That's all of us what. If you have not properly healed, I guarantee you, my girl, if you did not properly heal by the grace of the Lord God, that shit not going to last. And it's going to manifest soon or later. A Lord God will some will manifest. You know what I'm saying? Something will manifest because you're only going to attract a man at the vibration that you're on because you have not raised your vibration. Raising your vibration, when you talk about properly healing, ain't got nothing to do, again, with status or money or, that has nothing to do with anything. Raising your vibration after you've been out of like a toxic relationship from an introspective level of what we're talking about is really you doing the inner work, babies, by the grace of Allah God. It's really you digging deep. A lot of what we talked about in part 1, you already know. It's really a lot about that. It's not about surface level bullshit, because that's not going to help you raise your vibration from a spirit, mental, emotional, psychological, or energetic level, my girl. So you gotta know that. You want somebody that's higher vibrational, babies. But you're not going to have that in your life by continuing to suppress what you've been through. You're not going to have that in your life by trying to jump into some other shit just to take your mind off of everything. I don't give a fuck if your home girls and shit like that trying to tell you, girl, you need to, you need to go on another date. You need to talk to another nigga. You gotta stop being so sad. You gotta da-da-da-da-da. Like, you really need to move on from that nigga. How you gonna move on, girl, when you ain't talking to nobody? Girl, don't listen to them homegirls. Shit, nothing against your bitches or whatever like that, but they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. And it's no shade to them. I'm not judging them. Hey, Shane, you already know, babies. We don't judge nobody on this channel. It's not coming from a place of judgment. Only a Lord of the universe is the judge. Period. We don't judge on this channel. But we speak the motherfucking facts. And we see things to help to inspire and motivate growth, change, and elevation. Not to judge people and tear people down, mamas. But also, well, gee, shit, your bitches don't know what the hell they're talking about. And the immature stand. Spiritually. Intro level, meaning like the introspective, they're still immature. They still need growing to do, and I don't care what the age is. I don't give a fuck. It's not about age. It's about where your spirit is. Where have your spirit ascended, babies? Where have your mind ascended to? Where have your energy? That's what it's about. Where have your energy ascended to? Age is the non-factor. You got people that's, very seasoned. And they still operate out of a very immature mind frame. So it's not about that. But I'm just saying, don't listen to people like that. No shade to them. And they could just really be saying that to you on some, like, just trying to, help you. Because they may not even know for well. But I'm telling you, Bush, you don't want to listen to shit like that, because that's not going to help you. I'm just keeping it to be with you. That's not going to help you, babies. Now, something that you do want to keep in mind, though, when you talk about properly hella, mamas, I'm going to keep it a being with you, shorties. You do need to get back to your happiness. Now, this will be, babies, after some time has passed, you ain't ashamed, on your proper healing journey. It's going to be after some time has passed, mamas. And you know why? Because, like we already talked about, in part 1, you have to be realistic. That, you ain't ashamed, like, shit not just going to happen overnight. When you are really trying to heal by the grace of the Lord God from that painful situation, relationship, it's going to take time, babies. So at first, your move's not going to be in the most grand, shame, just, your move going to be up, down, all the time. But slowly but surely, mamas, and really for me, because this is some wow shit, this ain't no cliche shit, this is for wow. Like, slowly but surely, if you are doing the different things that Allah God the universe is guiding you to do in your life, mamas, when it comes to properly healing, you will slowly but surely start to be your happiness back. You will start to feel happiness again. You gotta do things, mamas, that's going to make you happy. Now, don't rush onto it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to peace yourself, and you have to be very in tune with the Lord God, with the Most High, when he's guiding you on what you need to do throughout that proper healing journey. Because he will start to slowly but surely walk you to different things that you need to either stop doing, so that way you can gain your happiness back, mamas. During the proper healing journey, babies, there's going to be a lot of different things that you're going to need to stop doing, because it's going to affect your happiness. But then also, there's going to be a lot of different things that the Most High guide you to do that you need to start doing, that's going to positively impact your happiness. And that could look different for everybody. It's going to be different for everybody, babies, because not everybody like the same things. But it's really important to get back to your happiness from like a real deeper level. I'm not just only talking about surface level shit, babies. I'm not just only talking about like vacations and, like ain't no wrong with taking a vacation now. Hey, like especially if a Lord go and guide you to get away for a little bit. But you being somewhere else, you're still going to be hurt. So you have to make sure that you're feeding yourself. You know what I'm saying? You gotta feed yourself, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, psychologically, energetically, what you need, so that way your happiness is coming back. Like you have to do that. So you gotta think about to yourself, like, what makes you happy? Like, take away all the toys in life. Take away all the surface level things and shit like that. But ask yourself, mamas, what would make you happy? Simple things. You love walking. You love nature. Okay? You need to be outside in nature. You need to be walking. You know what I'm saying? You love cooking. Okay? You need to start cooking more. Look up different things that you can start making that maybe you never tried before. So it's like a new experience. You know what I'm saying? You love art. Okay? Do your art. Paint more. You know what I'm saying? You love just like doing chill things. Like just different chill activities or things. And it doesn't necessarily have to be like grand gestures and shit like that. Okay, do that more. You love DIY projects and shit like that around the house. Okay? Get back to doing that shit. Here's the thing. And those are just some like random ass motherfucking examples, babies. But what I'm saying, girl, you have to really dig deep and say, okay, what makes me happy? Minus all the surface level things. Minus like, oh shit, you going out with your girls, like going here, going there, going to the club and shit like that. Like minus all that bullshit, because that still ties into surface level shit. If you're still hurting from a breakup, from like a painful relationship, guess what? Being at the club is not going to really add to your happiness. Maybe you may have fun in that moment, but sure, guess what? Your ass gonna be thinking about that shit right after the club, my girl. And if you ain't thinking about it right after the club, the next following day, that shit going to be on your mind. So it's not about doing things from a surface level to make you happy, but what really caters to your soul, mama? What caters to your soul? What new interests do you have that Allah God is like really peeking within you? You know what I'm saying? For you to like look further into and explore. What new passions, what reignited passions do you have that is going to help ignite that happiness within you, babies? Again, in the beginning, mamas, it's not going to be easy because you're healing. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be something that gradually you kind of walk yourself onto. But you do want to make sure, what I will say, babies, you do want to be very conscious of you walking yourself onto that path. So what the fuck do I mean by that? You know, like, what the fuck do I mean by you gotta be like conscious when you're walking yourself onto that path? So you have to like, you gotta give yourself the time that you need to get into that. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you gotta be like your own cheerleader. Hey, Shane, and I'm just keeping it a being with you. You have to be like your own biggest cheerleader, your own biggest supporter. Because ain't nobody gonna take care of you better than a Lord of the universe and yourself. So you have to have that conversation, baby, with your motherfucking self in your damn head. Like, okay, you know, I'm going to take a step back and, you know, like, regain my strength by the grace of the Lord God. And I'm trying to properly heal and I'm giving myself the time, you know, that I need. But at the same time, I gotta, like, I got to also be conscious that I have to get myself back to my happiness. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to kind of like consciously implant that within yourself, mamas. And you gotta constantly remind yourself of shit like that. Again, it's gonna be different for everybody, sweethearts. So know that it's going to take some time and it's not going to happen right away. But you damn sure don't want to sit up here and just forget about your happiness in life. And then you just constantly on this journey of just in this stage of like hurt. And all this, you know, just crazy ass significant amount of time has passed and you still have not ever, by the grace of the Lord, go attained your happiness back. Because if that happens, that means something in your healing journey is not going properly. You know what I'm saying? Your healing journey, again, babies, it's your healing journey. It's specific to you. So it's not going to be like every single bush out here at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to be that, mamas. But you want to be progressing. And that's, you know, that's the main thing that I'm really trying to drive home. You want to be progressing, babies. You want to get to that destination where you have fully healed from the situation one day. It's going to be different for everybody when you really do arrive at that destination. It's not going to like be at the same time. Some it takes a lot longer, others it take a lot, you know, shorter. You know, like, it just depends on what the hell you been to. But you want to be progressing. That's the main thing. On your individual journey. On your motherfucking individual ride with the Lord of the universe. During your healing journey, you want to make sure that you're constantly driving down that lane. You want to make sure that you're constantly cruising down that motherfucking highway, girl. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to sit up here and constantly, you ain't saying, on the side of the road and you're not really progressing. You know what I'm saying? Because that will definitely cause delays and it will definitely eventually can cause to you just being stopped to where you're stagnant and you're not really progressing at all. And that's not what you want to be on, babies. Because that's equivalent to what we talked about involving, you know, like dealing with a dude after you break up. That's a distraction. It's considered to be like a delayed moment. Because you're going to be going through like a karmic cycle that's ultimately going to distract you from properly healing from, you know, your past dude, your ex and stuff like that. It's going to distract you from what you really need to be doing at that moment. Because you're going to be going through like another life lesson by encountering that dude that you decided to get into like this new connection with, or entertain or fuck or talk to, date, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So you have to look at the same thing when it comes to like your path of happiness. At the end of the day, when you're talking about that you are trying to properly heal by the grace of the Lord God, you gotta be progressive on that journey, mamas. or you're never going to get to that destination. So, and progressing, that also entails the slowly but surely getting back to your happiness. That's a staple. That's a bullet point in your healing journey, girl. Because if you're not progressing, with divine timing, by the grace of the Lord God, if you're not progressing, that could lead into depression. That could lead into you having tons of anxiety. That can add to all those kind of things, babies. And we touched on that in part 1. Your happiness is very important. And your happiness ties into anything that a Lord God is really guiding you to do from an introspective level to make you happy again. It's not the wrong again, babies, doing things like, if you want to take like a vacation and you want to go to like a spa, you want to treat yourself, nothing wrong with that. But know that does not really define intro level. That does not define your intro level. Your intro level represents that introspective of you, babies, the inner you. The things that's going to help transmute that negative fuck-ass toxic energy that's within you from that negative fuck-ass nigga. Hey, Shane, the things that you do to help redefine your introspective level of you, babies, is going to contribute to the transmutation of the negative toxic energy that you have within you from that previous relationship. So that's why, getting back to your happiness, progressing to that over divine timing. Oh, girl, I'm going to keep it a beer with you, shorties. You damn sure got to be on that type of time. For sure. Like that ain't no pussy nigga shit. Nah, girl, that's on some bro G shit for wow. Like, I'm going to keep it wild with you. That's law. That's loyalty law right there. You got to make sure that you are really taking that part serious as well, baby. And do things from an introspective level, not just the outrospective. Taking a vacation and, spas and treating yourself, those are all outrospective levels. And it's good. It's good as well. It's going to definitely help uplift your energy. But know that that's not ultimately just going to heal you. Hey, Shane, it's not, it's not. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not. And the way that you know it's not is because you could do all of that, right? You could do all of that where you're just constantly doing things that may uplift you from an outrospective level or whatever like that. But then you could find yourself still feeling that pain and that hurt. Why? Because just like what we talked about, you dealing with another dude right away, or you dealing with a dude when you still hurt, it's going to suppress how you really feel inside, babies. Properly healing journeys is all about really reconnecting with the Lord God and yourself. It's about building up that relationship with you and the Lord God, the universe, and yourself, mamas. It's about that at the end of the day. I'm not saying again, I don't ever proclaim that you're going to be perfect. Nobody's perfect. Ain't other than the Lord God. He's the only person that's perfect, sweethearts, the creator of all. But you do have to really, really strive, babies, to feed you. To do the things that he's guiding you to do to feed you. And I'm feeding you, that's your introspective level, that inner you, baby. Because how you're feeling is in you. You know what I'm saying? It's on you. So you have to feed what's, you have to feed what's on you to transmute the negativity, of that heartbeat. You gotta feed. You gotta feed, girl. That negativity with positive things. So happiness, mamas, that's definitely it. And understand that, just having that knowledge of understanding the lesson of what a Lord God is or was teaching you from that whole situation of that toxic ass relationship, that toxic ass breakup, horrible traumatic experience, heartbreaking experience, you gotta know the lesson, baby, of what the Lord God was teaching you. That is extremely important, imperative, huge, magnifying when you talk about you are trying to properly heal. A lot of times, mamas, when you get out of these relationships and when you're still hurt from it, you're not really going to have the full answer of why a Lord God permitted that situation in your life. You may have like some knowledge. You may feel like that a Lord God has revealed different things to you. He very much so could have. But I'ma tell you, you never really have full clarity when you are still hurt or just got out of it. You know what I'm saying? You never have full clarity. I don't care if you think you do, babies. No, you don't. Until you properly, fully heal from what you've been through with that door, baby girls. It's a certain amount of knowledge, wisdom, understanding that a Lord God does not permit you to tap into until you prove to Him that you're ready to really let that situation go and do better in your damn life. Oh, period. Like, that's just straight fast. Like, I'm gonna put that shit right out on the table because that's the truth. There's a certain amount of knowledge, clarity that you have to go into over divine timing, babies. And that's not going to happen right away. A Lord God does not reward you with that divine wisdom, knowledge, understanding, and clarity, most importantly, until you have done the work on yourself and on your connection with Him. You know what I'm saying? And I'm being self-aware. He's not going to reward you. And I say reward because that is the reward. Make no motherfucking mistakes, my girl. Don't get it fucked up. That's the reward, to really have clarity and wisdom and knowledge and understanding for why a Lord God permitted you to go through that traumatic, crazy, toxic relationship, breakup, situationship, all of that. That's a reward. That's a blessing. Like I always say on my channel, every lesson turns into a blessing. But you got to abstract what you've learned from the lesson in order to get the blessing. Every lesson turns into a blessing, mamas. But you got to learn your lesson in order to get the blessing. And learning the lesson is so much more than just walking away. Learning the lesson is so much more than saying I'm not dealing with that toxic ass nigga anymore. Learning the lesson is so much more than you just deciding that you want to move on with your life. Learning the lesson, babies, is really gaining the clarity and wisdom from a spiritual level of why a Lord God, the Most High, the Lord, the Holy Spirit, permitted you to go through what you want to. And let me tell you, babies, it's always a deeper meaning than what you think. You have what I like to call on my channel the matrix meaning, and then you have what I like to call on my channel the spiritual meaning. The spiritual meaning is always the more just defined, more magnifying meaning for why a Lord God permitted you to go through it. Your spiritual meaning is always going to tell you that hidden knowledge and information for why a Lord God permitted you to encounter a man like that. Have you ever thought about that, babies? Have you ever thought to yourself, like, why do God permit me as a girl, like, if you're a girl that love a Lord God, you know what I'm saying? Whatever name you call God, you know what I'm saying? Have you ever thought to yourself, like, Okay, I love Ael-Sacral. I love the Lord, the Holy Spirit. I love the Divine, the Most High. I love the universe. Why do he permit me though to beat these kind of dudes? Like, why do he allow me to encounter this? Have you ever thought like that? Because that's a good question that you may be thinking, and you're hard if you're thinking like that. Now again, always be respectful when you're thinking certain things when you're talking about Ael-Sacral, because that's the Almighty. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be respectful whenever you're wondering and seeking clarity and answers and stuff like that about why Ael-Sacral permits certain things. Never be disrespectful when you're even thinking things about the Most High. And that's on some wow, gee, shuck. Now I'm being dead ass for wow. That's loyalty, Lord, my God. Never be disrespectful when you're talking about the Almighty God Allah. Because he hear and see and know every damn thing. Period. So I gotta put that out there. But it's a good question when you think like that. Because that shows Ael-Sacral that you're trying to gain a higher knowledge behind why these things happen. You know what I'm saying? But there's always a deep meaning to why Ael-Sacral permit things like that to happen in your life. But a lot of times, that deeper meaning of why he permitted that, oh gosh, I'ma tell you, he's not going to reveal it right away until he sees that you have really truly worked on yourself by his grace and permission. Until he sees that you have really elevated yourself, to a higher vibration, elevate and graduate, baby. Which is all symbolic and metaphoric for you've elevated past that chapter, past that phase in your life, and you're graduating from it by the grace of Ael-Sacral. And you're becoming more of a higher vibrational woman based off of the different things that you have learned. You know what I'm saying? At a certain phase in your life, from certain lessons in your life. He's not going to give you that knowledge though right away. You gotta show him that you're really serious. You gotta show him that you're really real. You know what I'm saying? You gotta show him that you're really genuine. And we talked about that in part 1. You gotta show him that. Because he knows if your motherfucking ass copping. Like newsflash. Girl, he know if you copping, mamas. I'ma tell you, girl. Don't ever get a fucked up. He knows. So when he sees that you really learned your lesson from a spiritual level, you really gain the proper understanding, the wisdom, the clarity, because you went through the proper healing journey that he guided you to do in your life. He rewards you. He rewards you with more knowledge, with more understanding, with more clarity about them. When he sees that you've learned your lesson, you know what I'm saying? And you come out that bush on a whole nother motherfucking vibration, my nigga. You ain't the same. Like, that's how you know you really properly held. Because you're not the same woman as what you were before you went through it. If you went through a very toxic relationship, traumatic breakup, traumatic relationship, a very painful, hurtful relationship, connection, situation, breakup, whatever the fuck it was, girl. Whatever. And you ain't really changed as a woman? Like, from an introspective level? Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. See, I'll be keeping it being with you, shorties. You ain't really learned shit well. Nah, girl, I learned that. No, motherfucker. Girl. No. Like, you ain't learned that the mamas, baby, I'm telling you, you ain't learned that. If you been do some shit with a nigga and you ain't really changed from like a introspective level, you ain't really elevated that spiritual, you ain't really elevated that mental, you ain't really elevated that emotional, you ain't really elevated that energetic, you ain't really elevated that psychological, but you ain't learned your lesson. Not at all. Nope. No. Like, girl. Mama, you know I love you. Like, you know I love you. But you know I'm gonna keep it real. Like, but I'm gonna tell you what's good. You ain't learned your lesson. Because when you really learn that lesson, when you really learn the lesson of what the Lord God was teaching you, you change. You are never the same. You are never the same. You're not that same girl. From an introspective level, now I'm not saying that like you morph onto something from a negative aspect. No. I'm saying like you're not that same girl from a more positive, higher vibrational. You elevate and graduate, baby. From a certain phase, a certain lesson, a certain power, a certain greed in your life. You graduate from that by the grace of the Lord God. That's a part of the reward. That's why he said every lesson turns into a blessing. But you got to abstract the lesson in order to get the blessing. Every lesson turns into a blessing. But you got to learn the lesson before you get the blessing. Blessings can symbolize and so many different things. But when you really truly learn a lesson, by the grace of the Lord God of the universe, one of the blessings, because it's normally multiple blessings. You know what I'm saying? It just really depends on the person and what they've done in their life and your relationship with the Lord God. A lot of different factors includes in that. You know, of course, everybody's blessings are not going to be the same. You know? But one of the blessings that the Lord God will reward you with is that you graduate from a certain just phase of your life of dealing with that toxicity from man. You know what I'm saying? And addition to other things that he could bless you with. He could bless you in one specific area or multiple areas of your life. If it's a part of his divine will for your life around that time. But just know that one of the divine blessings is that you learn shit. And you may think because you're hurting right now that that's not really considered as a divine blessing, but bitch, the fuck it is. You got the game fucked up, sis. If you thinking like that, I'ma keep it a bill with you, shorty. You bugging. If you thinking like that, mama, you bugging. For wild, I gotta keep it wild with you. You're bugging. Because you gaining the clarity from a very higher vibrational level is so fucking just superb or some well shut. Because you really have a divine understanding of why this motherfucker came in your life. Why a Lord God permitted him to do certain things to you. Why maybe during the time you didn't move definitely the way that you should have moved so you could have done better for yourself when it came to that door. Why you didn't maybe pick up on certain things that he was doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, those are just some examples. When you start to really understand from the higher vibrational spiritual level from a lower God, why you can take that shit and you could really make motherfucking go, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? You could take that shit and make go, baby girls. Cause you could really apply that in so many ways in your life. And you would have graduated again from certain things. You would have graduated from that. And when you really gain that clarity, and wisdom and understanding and divine timing by the grace of the Lord gods. You know what ended up happening? He blesses you in divine timing. Notice I said divine timing. He blesses you then to meet your divine counterpart, a whole Pharaoh girl. Yes. A whole Pharaoh girl. And that's symbolic for the man that is divinely aligned for you. And when you meet a man like that, that's a man that's higher vibrational. And the reason he's higher vibrational is because you possess higher vibrational energy within you, baby. It goes back to what we talked about earlier. It goes back to that. You can't deal with man right away when you are still hurt, because you're going to attract negative, low vibrational, toxic as mud, because you still have that energy, babies. But see, when you go through that proper healing journey, sweethearts, by the grace of the Lord gods, and he properly held you over divine timing because you put in the proper work by his grace and permission. And he gives you knowledge, wisdom, clarity, understanding, and he heals you properly, and you finally move on with your life. It's not going to take, just a day. It's not going to happen overnight. It's going to happen over divine timing. Whatever's written in your life, that's the day for it to be for. But when that all happens, mamas, and you properly heal one of your rewards down the line, and that's divine timing. Whenever divine timing takes place for you, he will also bless you with a Pharaoh, a man that will be higher vibrational, because your energy would have transmuted from that negative, low vibrational hurt, pain, trauma. It would have transferred and transmuted into positive, higher vibrational, more self-love, more self-care, more love for a Lord God, the universe, because your father held you, more awareness, more spiritually aligned. Again, you're not going to be perfect, babies, but you damn sure ain't gonna be in the condition of what you was before all that shit. I'ma keep it a bit, shorty. You ain't gonna be, you're not going to be the same girl. So it's like, eventually, in divine timing, he will permit you to come across the man that you're destined to be with. You know what I'm saying? Because you would have elevated and graduated. And by elevating and graduating from that phase in your life, in divine timing, you will be aligned spiritually, mentally, emotionally, psychologically, energetically. You will be ready to receive a Pharaoh in your life, a man that's going to be on that same higher vibration as you, babies, because he would have already went through certain things in his life. Now you could be thinking, mamas, you could be thinking like, well, God, how the fuck you know? How the fuck you know that shit? It ain't no wild niggas out here thinking. Yeah, like, let me tell you, thinking negative like that, bitch, that's not going to get you anywhere. And we talked about that in part 1. So I gotta really, mamas, I gotta keep that shit well with you. Being negative like that, that's not gonna get you anywhere. Everybody is not the same. Fuck out of here with that shit. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. Like, it's a wild shit. Stop thinking like that. That's stupid as hell to really think that everybody on the fucking planet Earth is the same. What the hell? Like, babies, let that low vibrational thinking go, mamas. Because that ain't number C and trying to keep you down, baby girl. And you've been through enough. You don't need to stay in that vibration of being down. But you gotta let that stupid shit go. Not every motherfucking nigga the same. But if you got the same fuck-ass vibrational energy within you, because you ain't really transmuted and healed by the grace of the Lord God, yeah, you're going to continue to attract the same type of low vibrational nigga in a different human body though, because that spirit in that man is the same from every man that you dealt with, because you have not elevated. That's what all we talking about. We've been talking about this shit since part 1 and today and part 2. So don't think like that. Don't think every dude's the same. But you also need to know that that will come on in divine timing if you do the proper work on your proper healing journey. That's not something you need to be worried about. That's not something that you need to be concerned with. But just know that it will manifest by the grace of God in divine timing. If you properly, babies, stay on your proper healing journey, and if you do what Allah God the universe is guiding you to do, babies, in your life, when it comes to you properly healing yourself. So I love you, baby girls, so much. Love you, sweet ones. So much. Please like this video so that way our channel can continue to grow. Comment below, babies. Let me know, like, as the show situation, you know what I'm saying, like, if you are going to start doing the different things that we talked about already in part 1, I'm going to start putting in play, you know, part 2 as well. You know, again, babies, you know, I love you. I love you so much, mama. And I don't have to personally know you to see that. You know, I love you, and I want you to know, most importantly, that the Lord God the universe love you. And that's some wild shit. You know, when you're going through a very painful heartbreak, breakup, toxic relationship, you can just feel so alone in that moment because of your feelings. But know that Allah God do love you, and I love you. I wouldn't be doing all that I'm doing if I didn't really love you, if I didn't really care about you. You know, I wouldn't be cooking this shit well with you if I didn't really love and care about you. So just because that nigga treated you the way that he did, just because that dude treated you the way that he did, that don't mean that I don't love you. And that don't mean that Allah God the universe, most importantly, don't love you. Because he does. He does love you. But you gotta know that you got to love yourself in order for you to really get through and be able to ascend and pass what you've gone through. You gotta pass over that shit. You know what I'm saying? And it will take divine timing. But with the Lord God the universe help and guidance, you can get through it and you can properly heal from it. So I love my baby girl so much, and I want you all to know that I am definitely rooting for you, and I am definitely wishing you nothing but the best. And I hope that you really take in consideration what we talked about in part 1 and also in part 2. Do what's best for you, baby. Fuck what he put you through, you know. And I know it hurts. It's touchy. It's very touchy. I know it hurts. But do what's best for you. Do what the Lord God the universe is guiding you to do, mamas. And divine timing, you will see a change manifest in your life. And I guarantee you that. I guarantee you that, babies. Some of you are that's listening to this right now, you're crying because you know that you're tired. You know that you've been through some of these things that we talked about today and the first, part 1 episode. some of you all, as I'm talking, you feel it. You feel that you need to change the way that you're doing things, or you need to get on the better healing journey because maybe you haven't done it in the past, and that's okay. You know, we're not here to judge. We're not here to look down upon your damn body because nobody's perfect. So ain't nobody got the motherfucking right to judge other than the very mind that is perfect, which is the Lord of the universe, the Lord of the Holy Spirits, the Divine, the Most High. That's it. Some of you all are really emotionally crying as you are listening to this episode because you know you want better, babies. And I want you to know that you will and you can do better as long as you follow what the Lord God is guiding you to do. I'm rooting for you. I don't care if you have nobody support. If nobody believes on you that you're going to get through it, know that you do have a Lord of the universe support and you have my support. And sometimes just keeping it a being with you when you're going on those really, you know, like painful healing journeys. Sometimes it's just only you and the Lord God. Sometimes it's like that. And as the Lord God's mercy and guidance, He will guide you to different things and even different people that can be of an inspiration to help you get through it. And that could be a reason, mamas, that He guided you to me. You know what I'm saying? Like I mentioned in part 1, a long time ago, nothing recent at all, but a long time ago, I've been through shit like this. I know how this shit go out here. I ain't just chopping it up, talking about shit for the hell of a shit. Ain't nothing new under the sun, my nigga. Hey, Shane, there ain't nothing new under the sun, my nigga. I ain't new to that shit, bitch. I'm true to this for a while. And that ain't no cliche shit. No, that's some OG shit. For a while, bus shit for a while. You know what I'm saying? So I know how you all feel. And I know where you're at with that shit. Trust me, don't ever think a bush don't know. Because I know for a while. You know, like I've been through that shit a long time ago, babies. A very long time ago. But by the grace of the Lord God, I am a living witness that He held me from all that bullshit a long time ago. And I became better than ever. Better than ever. Oh, Powie. I just know, but you going to be the same way. Yeah. You going to be the same way, baby. Powie. So, mamas, I love you. Remember that. Remember that you can do it. And remember what we discussed today's episode and in part 1. I know that a Lord of the universe will bless you to get through it as long as you keep in mind Him and what He's guiding you to do for yourself. So, baby, subscribe, become a part of the Dynasty, have that notification bell so you're updated when I post my next topic, babies. Check out the playlist too, mamas. I have so many topics in here that you could really benefit from. Nee Sha, remember, I'm going to link those other topics in the description box below. I'm actually also going to be linking another topic in here that could really help and benefit you. It's called closure versus clarity. That's also a really great topic that could really help you, mamas, when it comes to like your proper healing journey. But the playlist in general is a lot of shit in here. She ain't not just only talking about things involving like relationships, but it's so many different things, you know what I'm saying? In the description box, I tell more about like what the channel is and what it contains of and things like that, so you can have an idea. So definitely check out the playlist, because it's ton of shit in here, mamas. It can really help you know, while you're going through all of this. You know what I'm saying? Keep in mind the things that we talked about today. I know part one, those are not the only things that a Lord God will guide you to do, you know, throughout your proper healing journey. So check out those playlists, because there may be some other shit in here that could definitely resonate for you, mamas. And pretty soon, growl. Your girl will be having some new series that got introduced to the channel. These are going to be new series that you can actually watch, tune into. You know what I'm saying? Not just only listen to through the podcast, but hell no, bush. You're going to be able to watch me, mamas. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's what I said. So, it's going to be a lot of different things, a lot of advice given. We're going to be laughing, cooking the shits, but it's going to be like a lot of different things that do get introduced, mamas. So definitely stay tuned. And if you haven't done so yet, go ahead and follow your girl on Instagram. My Instagram name is right on that screen, so go ahead and follow me, mamas, because I would love to have you a part of a Sharifa Dynasty. What's up? What's motherfucking good? Yeah. But until next time, my loves, peace, love, and light always. Mwah. Later.